Alright, welcome to this week's design stream. The project for this week is going to be a custom lap desk. It needs to span from arm to arm on a wide chair. And I went over the specs of the person I'm making it for over the weekend. It needs to be 45 inches long. It's basically just going to be a slab that's going to be somewhat kidney shaped. And it's going to have two handles, one on the back and one on the side, and it's going to have an inlay for a mouse pad. Now I already have the mouse pad, I've already taken the measurements, so I'm just going to switch over to sharing my screen here. Here we go. Alright, so we have a blank Inkscape. Still working on redesigning the logo. This is another version. It's not quite. So let's open up. No, not you. So let's bring up the measurements. Here they are. The pad is 14 inches by 11 3/4. What the hell? Oh, that was because I moved the pen too close to the screen. With a 0.5 inch radius rounded corner in each corner to account for. The desk itself, 45 inches long by 15 3/4 deep. There's going to be a cut into it so it can fit around the person sitting behind it. That's going to be 2.5 inches deep at the peak and 25 inches wide. 20 inches wide rather. And the mouse pad is going to be 5 inches from the right or 26 inches from the left. So let's draw out a rough shape here. Get black. So looking something like this. Maybe a little less rounded. You know, the back curve will be a lot shallower, so maybe something like this, actually. Because I don't want to take too much meat off of the wood and not have room for the computer or for the... Because if I lose this and this, so it'll be a shallow curve, so that it's still nice and round and doesn't have any pokey bits. But also... also, it will still be fairly full-bodied. It's going to look something like this. And that'll be roughly the shape, and there will be a handle here and a handle here. And those need to be at least 5 inches wide, I would think. And that'll be more towards the center. And then, of course, a mouse pad inlay right here. And that's basically the whole design. Then you have this whole huge area to put a computer. You have some space in the middle. And I might add a small cup holder cutout here, depending on how much space I find that I have. So erase this, and you'll see erase all these markers. clean that up, redraw it over where it's supposed to be. And that's the design roughly. Fairly simple. So I want to go into Inkscape here. Draw some curves, and I need to something I need to work out is, well, first of all, let's get a rectangle in place to leave in the background. And that'll be our work area. And we'll make that the size we want so we can fit everything inside there. So width, inches 45, 15.75, and apply. Okay. So this is the area to work in. This is what we have to fill out with the actual desk design. So we can snap to here. So what I actually can do is just duplicate this. And we'll make it a different color so that it stands out from the other one. What I want to do is path. Make it a path. There we go. Now I can do that. Okay. So now we can do this. Round these out. Now you can see that we are well outside the bounds of the size we're going for. Actually, hold on. No. Make it... No. How do I make it a mirror, though? Okay. What I'm trying to do is give myself a little more. How do I make it a corner? Will that allow me to move? Yeah, there we go. Make them all corners. And then they can all be no. There we go. Or maybe I want to smooth it. Hold on. So we'll go here, pull these in a bit, get roughly the shape. I do want it to be smooth. So no, not symmetric, that's not the answer. Just smooth. There we go. So we want really? Could you not pull that in? There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Pull that in. Pull this in. Pull this in. Pull that in. Pull that in. Pull that in. We're starting to get a shape here. I want it to be symmetrical. I think roughly what I should do, I think what I should do is draw it roughly again. Then convert that. Try and simplify it. Maybe use this tool here. Draw a rough shape. There we go. This is giving us what we want. That's more or less the shape. Okay. Let's delete that. Use this. Okay. First of all, can remove that. No, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Shape. Trying to rough out the shape and then just adjust it until it has the dimensions I need. Okay. I suppose what I could do now is pick which side looks closer to what I want. I think that's the left. I would line this up. Align. Make this width 22.5. Okay, apply. Height 22.5. Okay. Height 20. Okay, there we go. Now we align it with that. No. No, 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 no. There we go. Okay. Well, then actually what we want is this one. Okay. And we set its height to 40, actually. No. Just your height to 40. And then we go boom, and path, and difference. Then this. There we go. Okay. And the object, I just duplicated it. Horizontal. Okay. Right. That. There we go. Now we just select them both. Path, union, open up. Nope. Now we just have to remove this line segment. Well, first of all, not sure how to join these lines now. Join selected nodes. No. New segment. Maybe. No. Not sure what to do now. Not sure how to merge these paths. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Okay, split path. I have to find how to split a path. Path effects. Didn't do anything. Alright. I have to figure out how to lose this line and turn this into a single object. Or better yet, just hide that for now. No. Alright, we'll move that to the bottom. Move that to there, and then we can go in here and try to clean up a little. So what I would do now to fill this out is just make a rectangle. Could you? I wish it would stop snapping on me though. And then we go here and we go path, union, and now we just have these two little divot things to clean out. Just zoom in super far, clean up the path here by deleting that. Go down to the bottom. Delete. Handle the cusp node. There we go. Now we got our dust shape. Symmetrical. Ready to go. Now we just have to make its width 45, height 15.75. Alright, apply, and we're good. Now, one thing I want to do real quick is height 2.5. Okay. Put that here, here. Line. Here, no. Here. Alright. So that's how much more I have to lose off of here. Alright, width 20. Oh no, actually just make this one delete width 20. apply. Alright, there we go. So the gap needs to be at least 20 wide. If it's a little extra, that's fine. So the original design would have this be at the 20-inch, the 10-inch mark from the center, but instead it's a little bit further. If we take our ruler, we'll see it's about, how about we get inches? It's about an extra 3.5 inches there. That's 12.5 inches though. So now we just need this to be so if we remove this node and this node, and in fact this node and this node, how do we make this? The question is though, how do we symmetrically adjust these nodes? Okay. Let's see. Okay, well then that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to cut half the path off again, but this time it'll be an exact half. And yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make you 22.5 wide by I don't care 30 high. Line you up with here. Alright. Path difference. Okay. Then go back in. Gonna keep doing this. We're going to use the up arrow so that you know for a fact that we haven't shifted to the side any. And gentle up the curve. There we go. I'm gonna have to realign this apparently. So, vertical alignment, horizontal alignment. Okay. Now, of course that means that that was off. So now it's on. Now it's good. I think if I delete that, I can round that out a little more. I want to make this less dramatic. I've taken way too much meat off of this side. Honestly, I can remove that node to simplify. And I want to pull more meat back in. Let's see if what happens when we just remove this node. No, that's no good. Okay, now it's fine that we have a lot taken off the front here, because that's going to be sitting on the arms, but back here is where the computer is going to go, right? So, let's zoom out. So we have this, we got a 12-inch computer. Well, with 16 inches here, this way, and the computer's sitting sort of like that, it would fit, sort of, but it could fit better if I had more meat up here. The curve is way too steep. I should honestly make this as big as I want it to be up here, and then just flat chop off, you know, just, and then round the corner over. You know, take a rectangle and chop. Or I could do one of these, and maybe, boom. Maybe, yeah. Maybe like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty spiffy. Let's just take that. Yeah, that fills it up pretty good and still gives me that nice rounded. I think that's what I'm going for. So far this is pretty good. This is pretty much the shape we want. This gives us our 15 3/4 inch height. This gives us our 45-inch width. And it's got the 2.5-inch divot, you know, with a little extra over here. That's fine. It's all good. Overall, I think this is a pretty good shape. I think this is the one, finally. We got the shape. So now, just go back. For all the fine adjustments, double check measurements to make sure we got all the ones that we need. Okay, 20, 2.5, 15.75, and 45. All the key measurements are there for the main shape, so Control D, Object, flip horizontal. Weird. Oh, what the hell? We have some rogue nodes here. And there we go, line it up. Odd. Well, anyway, we'll do that, and that, and then we'll do that, and that, that, and that, and hold on. That. And object path union. There we go. And then we'll just clean up. So this thing is currently, every time I click on it, I move it. Ridiculous. Gotta be careful about that. Okay. Okay, so its width is not in millimeters. Show me. Okay, so it's got the right dimensions here. So now let me just delete these nodes. Cusp block. Okay, so let's just lose these. Cusp block these. And call it. Looks good. Looks fantastic. Zoom out. Okay, this is our shape. And this is going to span from arm to arm. This is going to have enough room for a computer. The computer is it's pretty much a square base when you include the fans in the back. Looking at about 12 inches by 12 inches, so we need enough space to hold it here. 12 inches, 12, way more than 12 inches. If it's at an angle, 12 by 12. It's probably closer to 12 by 10, but 12 wide, and there's plenty of width. More width than you know what to do with. So let's save this for now. Right here. Desk base. Oh, I got caps lock on. What am I doing? Reverse camel case. Alright. Call it llama case. I don't know. And then we're gonna do a save as again with mouse pad, because we are about to do the mouse pad. So now the mouse pad is going to be a lot more straightforward. So we're going to pick a different color here. Nice green. Gonna do this. Mouse pad is 14 wide by 11.75 deep. Okay. Now we'll fit that here, thereabouts. It's gonna have to be rotated a bit, obviously, to fit better. But first thing is to take the corners down. I wonder if there's a way to just do that. Or if I'm going to have to take the circles I want. So let's look that up real quick. Rounded rectangle. Make a shape that has rectangular corners. Click on the rectangle tool. Oh, right. Horizontal radius of rounded corners. Huh. Well, I'll be. Let me double check if that's... Did we just do that? So simply? I think so. So let's get a circle. Make you 1 and 1. Line you up there. You actually did it. Well, ain't that something. Okay, so we got the mouse pad. It's a very big mouse pad. And we just got to rotate it a little. So we're going to make this like a 10-degree maybe rotation. Yeah, there we go. And then to make things a little even, why do you keep switching to millimeters, you motherfucker? That's less than an inch. That's a bit. It's only going to be 0.2 millimeter. It's only going to be 2 millimeters deep, the pocket, because that's the thickness of the mouse pad. So it wouldn't weaken it too much being too close to the edge, but I don't want it too close to the edge. So that's about 1.5 inches. So what we're going to want to do is just shift it around until it's in a more comfortable spot. There's plenty of room to put your mouse in your hand anyway. I can raise that a bit now, actually. Look at that. Make it look about even-ish. I'd say that's pretty good. And the thing is, for the handles, I like the shape of the desk so much that I'm going to copy it twice. The desk itself. So we're going to take this, duplicate it, and remember when we said "5 inches should be enough to stick your fingers in"? I meant that. And what the hell? Anyway, I was hitting the up arrow and for some reason it was messing with the numbers there. So I'm just going to make this go whoop up here. And I believe that should be lined up with this, right? So let me just double check. Yeah, it's center aligned. damn it. Okay, whatever. Deselect all. Move this roughly. Recenter it. Bam. And then we'll just take some quick measurements to see. Yeah, that's less than an inch. I kind of want a whole inch behind it since it's a hole all the way through. So we're gonna just make that 0.2 inches. Ugh, really? And negative. There we go. Now we'll just take one more measurement real quick. Okay. Yeah, so it's about an inch away. So, zoom out, take it, go here, here. Well, hold on first. And then cut it out. And then rotate you 90. There we go. Put you about here. I'd say we don't want, again, to take more than, we don't want to leave more than an inch of wood. So let's line that vertically. And just measure real quick. We got at least an inch of wood. Alright, because you don't got enough wood, you can't really perform. Alright, and control minus, and we got 2 handles cut out. Now I think I want to rotate this back the other way. -5. Like that. Like that, or like that. Like that, or that. That, or that. I think that. I think that's the move. Alright. And again, it's just going to be a very shallow pocket, so it's fine if it comes closer to the edge, as long as there's enough room for when I do the round over, but there's still some wood beyond that. So there needs to be at least 1/4 of an inch, rather than at least an inch. Eh, 0.89. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, about 0.85 inches, so when I have the 1/8 inch round over here, this much is going to be rounded over about, and then it'll be this much flat wood past it, so it's fine. Same here and here. So that's it. Now still kind of want to put the drink holder. So anyway, what we're going to do, save as for shaper. The difference between a for shaper file and one that isn't is A, it's going to be the right colors, and B, it's going to just making sure I didn't drag it when I clicked it. A, it's going to have the right colors, and B, it's going to hold on. Not have any of those guidelines that I had in. You know, the red and the blue chunks. You gotta take those out. You gotta set the colors right. Oof, staring at that yellow so long, the black don't look like black anymore. What's up with that? Anyway. So, let's see. You should be roughly, we'll take it from the middle, the average. Roughly, stop changing the millimeters, you son of a, yeah, I wanted it to be about 5 inches away from there and about 26 inches away from there. It's a little farther to the right than it otherwise would have been. There'll still be room to put your phone down because that was one of the requested specifications, but given the size of the mouse pad, and where's my pen? Here we go. So the mouse pad is pretty big. Given the size of the requested divot here, and the fact that it can only go so far back here, you know, we're looking at, you know, 15, so 13 inches to fit 11 inches in, and I need to have an inch on either side. I got to push it back a little bit so I can take advantage of where the curve is a little lower. You know? So the mouse pad had to go a little to the right of where it was requested. So there's not as much room here. There's still plenty of room to put a phone down, but I'm not going to be able to put the cup holder. I don't think. Because for a mug, it's going to be, I think 3.8 inches. To have a little extra room, I think mugs are 3.5 inch diameter. Let's see, standard mug diameter. Oh, MIG, not MIG, mug. Coffee mug is 3.25. Cylindrical outside diameter, okay, it's 3.5. So 3.5 wide. So yeah, let's see, a 3.8 inch circle. What would we get with that? Okay, scale. Yeah, that's not going to work. It was requested that it would be up here. Even if the mouse pad was where it was drawn to be. So let's rotate that back. And then measure. Okay, so we're looking at inches still. And it's not like I took that much off. This is not a huge empty section here. It's pretty close to the corner for what it is. And that's not really the issue. If I did that, what if I did that? And you're sort of reaching to get to where you can have your mouse, and you want to be able to have it both close and far. Nah, it's no good. No cup holder. Unless it's going here. I'll tentatively put it in. And have the discussion about it, because it was sort of an afterthought. The main event is all of this stuff right here. As it is. The cup holder was just going to be an added bonus. So we'll have to see. But it's probably not happening. There we go. So we'll just save that as is and call this done. Of course, I'm going to want to test this against the mouse pad that we have to insert. I'm going to have to separate just this out into its own file. So delete mousepad test. And I'm going to bring that down. Do an online cut with a piece of scrap wood with just the engraver, and just lay the mousepad on top of it and see if it fits right within that shape. And if it does, then we're good to go. If not, I'll have to fix it before Thursday. Otherwise, that's the design. That is the design. Ready to be cut out. With plenty of room to fit the round over bit inside here, so I can round over even the inside of the handles nice. Sand the whole thing nice. Round over the whole thing nice. It's a little sharp here and here. Slightly. We'll have to see how it looks when it's actually cut out, but I could always sand that down. But this is it. A nice, spacious lap desk. Span a nice big comfy chair. You pop your laptop down on it, right here. You got your big old mouse pad, plenty of room. I mean, I think that this little $20 thing I'm sitting at right now is about that wide, maybe not quite. So one could even theoretically set up a drawing tablet next to the laptop on this, just sit it on top of the mouse pad. Very spacious. This will really marry comfort and productivity. So close without saving. Looks a lot better than this. Close without saving. Alright. So that's it. come back Thursday to actually cut it out. And why does YouTube say it's only been 44 minutes when it's been an hour? What's going on, YouTube? Okay, I guess a chunk of the stream got lost. Oh well.